Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Tuesday, January 21st, 2014. Class 90, a Crossruff. When you play in a trump suit, the first suit you typically want to develop is the trump suit. The reason is obvious. The opponents will not be able to ruff your winning tricks in the other suits once you eliminate their trump. The other reason for the trump suit is to control the opponent's running a side suit on you. But there are other purposes for trumps as well, which we'll see in the Crossruff. When you can't get enough tricks, the first place you usually want to look at is the trump suit. You can get tricks by ruffing side suits or losers. That's usually the best procedure, if you can. What if you need more trump tricks? You need to look at a Crossruff. On some hands you can get a trick from each and every trump card you have. Rather than cashing them two at a time for one trick, you lead a suit and ruff it, lead a suit back and ruff it, so on. Don't lead trump, lead side suits and trump them. Trump tricks from both hands. The total number of tricks goes up. What are the dangers of doing this? The first danger, of course, is that the opponents could overtrump. Possible solutions are: pull trump first if you can afford to. You get fewer tricks, but maybe you don't need but a couple of ruffing tricks. Maybe you're lucky and you have bigger trump than they do, then you don't care. They can't over-ruff you. Let's observe the extreme case of the Crossruff in the next hand. Make 7 spades. Now the following hand you'd only see in a dream, so pretend you're dreaming, and here we go. Dealer is west, north-south is vulnerable. Here is the bidding about to take place. You are south, the dealer is west. You're 7-6-0-0. The bidding goes 1 heart past 4 hearts. Your first opportunity to bid, you double. Hopefully partner can pick one of your suits. West redoubles. It's back to you. Well, you take a shot at it. You bid 4 spades. West is tired of playing games, so he just bids 6 hearts. Figures you might make it anyway. And East, listening to his partner, says, hey, I have something extra. I'm going to go to 7. Well, you're not one to shy away from threats, so you bid 7 spades, and it's doubled and passed out. West is on lead. Opening lead is the ace of hearts. This actually makes. Here's your partner's hand. He has 1 high card point, you have 4, yet you can make 7 spades. Do you believe it? Here's the hand again. You ruff the opening lead with the 2 of spades. Crossruff in place. First you cash the ace of spades, get rid of any spades that are outstanding. The king and the queen fall on the same trick, so trump are gone. Ruff a club, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a diamond. This is getting to be fun. Ruff a club, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a diamond, and you know what happens? The last 3 clubs are good because the opponents have run out of clubs. You make 7 spades doubled. Here are all 4 hands just to see what happens. The ace of spades clears a spade suit and you crossruff in clubs and diamonds. Simple, right? Only happen in your dreams. Well, that's an extreme case, but a lot of hands do come up with the Crossruff. Let's look further. One of the issues of Crossruff is the 4th suit. There are 3 questions you want to ask before you begin a Crossruff. The first is, how many ruffing tricks do you need? If you can get them by high cards, pull trump, cash your winners, and go home. If that's not the case, or you can't do that, what is the danger of an overruff? you've got to be sure that you might get overruffed. And what is the danger? The danger is that they're going to lead another trump and hurt you even further. The third point is what happens in the fourth suit. What happens in the fourth suit, if you merrily go along and start cross-ruffing, once an opponent runs out and is unable to over-trump you, he will throw or discard in the fourth suit, so that when it gets time for the fourth suit to be cashed, he can trump the fourth suit. When you're trumping everything, you're leaving the trump suit out for the opponents. They can do damage. Observe the following hand. This time you're only in 6 spades. Only. Dealer is south, north-south is vulnerable. This is your hand to south, not a great deal to talk about. You pass, it goes around to your partner who bids a club. Pass. You bid a spade. Now your partner bids 3 diamonds. You remember what that means? It's a jump reverse. It's a splinter bid. It shows a spade support, a splinter in diamonds, a shortness in diamonds, and you opened a club. Well, your hand has gone up in value. So you're going to bid 4 diamonds. You might as well, on the way, you're going to play in 4 spades, so you bid 4 diamonds. But now partner bids 4 hearts. He wants more. He must have a heart control as well. He's looking for support from you. Well, you can't really take control of the bidding, but you must have what he needs, so you bid 6 spades, and I'll pass. The opening lead is the queen of clubs. Plan the play. This is dummy. Here's the hand again. Let's count losers and let's count tricks. Let's analyze. As declarer, as the master, I count losers and I have 4 diamond losers and 1 heart loser. Well, I can only lose 1. I can't do much about the hearts, so what I have to do is I have to ruff 4 diamonds in the dummy. How can I do that? Well, in order to do that, I need 4 entries to my hand so I can lead diamonds 4 times. How can I do that? I cannot lead spades because when I lead spades, I'm reducing spades in the dummy, and I need all 4 of those spades to ruff 4 diamonds. So that's not going to work. How do I play it? You must get into your hand by ruffing clubs. It's the only way to do it. So let's do it. However, as we said before, the 4th suit is hearts. If we go merrily along cross-ruffing clubs and diamonds, the opponents will be pitching hearts. Once they run out, they can't over-ruff, and you'll end up losing those winners in hearts, so you have to take care of them first. You have to cash the hearts first before you start the cross-ruff. That's true of any cross-ruff situation. Here's the play. Here's the hand again. Queen of clubs is led, you win in the board. You win the ace of clubs. First thing you do is cash those 2 heart tricks. Do it now before they have a chance to pitch and hope you don't get ruffed. They don't. Now you ruff a club, and you want to ruff low early on because later on they may be able to over-ruff you. Save those higher trump for later on in case they're able to trump later. You ruff a club low, you now cash the ace of diamonds, and you have to pitch a heart. Now you ruff a diamond low, you ruff a club low again, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a diamond. Now you ruff a club and ruff a diamond. Well, you've succeeded in ruffing all 4 diamonds. Now you concede a heart, and it's all over. You make 6 spades. Here are all 4 hands. As is always the case with the cross-ruff, if the opponents are smart and lead trump at the opening lead, you will go down. That's the defense to a cross-ruff. Lead trump. Get rid of the trump so they can't get as many tricks in the cross-ruff as they can. Otherwise, the spade lead would have set this contract. Key points in the Crossruff. Number 1, count the tricks you need. Don't get carried away when roughing. If you don't need to do so, just pull trump, because if you don't, you risk getting over-ruffed. Not only will you lose that trick, the opponents will figure this out. They will lead a trump, reduce your ruffing capabilities even more. Pull trump if possible, if you can afford to. Otherwise, trump low to begin with and save those higher trump for later. But before you do anything, point 4, cash the 4th suit before cross-ruffing. If you don't, those may end up losers. Well, we've had fun with the Crossruff. Tomorrow, Class 91, I'm going to provide you with a quiz. After 1 no trump, we've covered 1 no trump a variety of ways, stamen, transfers, other things, and extensions of both stamen and transfers. I'll give you a little quiz tomorrow. Take care. See you tomorrow.